Well, good evening and welcome to Bethel High School here in Hampton, Virginia for tonight's Peninsula District basketball contest between the Bethel Bruins and the Hampton Crabbers. We're going to go right to the interviewing the coaches tonight. Brent Musgrove's got Coach Eric Scott of the Hampton Crabbers. Brent?
Thanks, Frank. I'm here with head coach Eric Scott of the Lady Crabbers. Coach, third year, got a good season going, 9-1, 10-3. And got a young team. We'll talk about that in a minute. I want to ask you about a couple of players that have been very impressive. First, I want to talk about a little bit about Pearson, what she means to your team.
Well, she's an outstanding young player. She's just a ninth grader, and to come in as a starter, and she's rebounding well. She's probably averaging around 6 points a game, 4 or 5 rebounds a game, and doing a solid job for us.
And just a freshman. And now let's talk about Giaquesha Brown, if I've got the name said right.
That's pretty good. She's probably the heart and soul of our team. She's definitely our team captain, one of the leaders on and off the floor. She's averaging just around a double-double for the season.
That's awesome. You got a young team. That's what I was talking about a second ago. Yet you got some size. You got a little bit of experience. Tell me what this season's meant to you, how this team's coming together. This is our last question, so let's give us a little heads up for the team. It's right now just a half a game out of first place.
Yes, for a young team, a lot of kids the first year playing the varsity level, getting time to have those type of minutes on the varsity level, and we're coming together now. In the beginning of the season, it was a learning experience for us. We kind of struggled with injuries early, and now the kids are kind of putting it together, and we expect to have an exciting finish.
Well, Coach, not only this year you're looking really strong, but looking at the future for the Crabbers looks pretty good too.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much for taking the time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. All right.
All right, Frank, back to you, buddy.
Thank you, Brent. Coach Scott, of course, underselling what is a very good Hampton Crabber basketball team this year. Crabbers 9-1 in district. Their only loss came to the Woodside Wolverines, the #1 team in the Peninsula District. We have been able to see the Crabber girls play several times this year. They are tall, they are quick, and they are good shooters. So it's a great team, and they're all young. I don't believe there's a senior on this squad. And they rely on their height, they rely on their quickness, and they're able to do very well against all the teams but Woodside, which will be a challenge for them as they head into the second half. Now we're going to go back over to Brent. He's got Coach Roy Johnson Jr. of the Bethel Bruins. Thanks
again, Frank. I'm here with head coach Roy Johnson Jr., third-year Bethel coach, Lady Bruins. Coach, coming in here, I think you're 6-4 and 6-5 overall.
Yeah, we're 6-4 in the PD, 8-5 overall.
Okay, I missed it a little bit. You got a fairly young team, and I want to talk about a couple of your players. You got 2 seniors starting, so let's talk about senior number 3, who's a sophomore for you. No, I want to go somewhere else. I want to go number 21, the sophomore Kelly
Foster, yeah, that's our point guard. She's like our Energizer Bunny. She can run all day. With her playing soccer and basketball, her footwork is impeccable, and it really helps us out. With her energy, it helps the other girls play with energy.
Now let's talk about number 33. I'm gonna get you to pronounce this for me.
Couture Gunn. Yeah, that's my senior post. She's really done a good job leading our girls. She's been in this program for 4 years, and it really has helped the young girls identify with her, and she does a good job talking to them and not being bigger than who they are.
I want to say this. You're matching up a Hampton. It's a pretty big squad, but when you look at it on your floor, you've got some size, too, that can go up against Hampton. Plus, in some ways, they're a little bit bigger. So, let me get to this. Tell me a little bit about how this team's matured and how they're coming together. This is your last question, so sum it up for us about your team.
Well, they're coming a lot. They're understanding that we got to play defense. Yes, we do have some size, but we have a lot of small guards. So we use that to our advantage by doing a lot of running and trapping and different things on defense, so we can take advantage of that. So, our team has gotten a lot better together, playing together, and we're doing pretty good this year.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to come over and talk to us. Good luck tonight. We're looking forward to the rest of the season. All right, Frank, back to you, bud.
Well, thank you, Brent. Coach Johnson, of course, has got his work cut out for him tonight. The Bruins suffering a loss to the Crabbers early part of the season, 68-45 over at the Hampton High Gym. They've gone on to a pretty good recovery there during the first half of the district season, finishing with a 6-4 round there as they enter into the second half. Now they got to face the Crabbers again. The Crabbers, of course, have said bring the size. There are a couple of Bethel players that can match up size-wise. Couture Gunn, of course, number 33. You'll see a lot of her tonight, the senior leader for the Bethel Lady Bruins. For the Crabbers, you're going to see, again, the quickness. You'll see the 2 that Brent mentioned, Jaquesha Brown, number 25, and then Dara Pearson, the freshman, the 6'5" freshman number 23. And then watch out for the sophomore Khadijah Berger, number 21 for the Crabbers. All district selection last year as a 9th grader, I believe, second team. She's an outstanding, flashy number 2 or number 3 on the basketball scheme. And you'll see her, I think, get out and get ahead of this group tonight and lead the fast break for the Crabbers. So it should be a good matchup. I would expect the Crabbers to have the upper hand here. Of course, you're playing away, and you're playing at Bethel tonight, so it could be a little closer ball game than it was the first time around. We've seen some good girls basketball this year. Of course, the article today in the paper on Adrian Motley and the Woodside Wolverines. That's the team that everybody's shooting after. I know the Crabbers will look forward to their second game against them this year. We're going to have starting lineups now for both squads.
Number 4, Lisa Saunders. Number 21, Khadijah Berger. Number 23, Dara Pearson. Dara Pearson.
If you can tell, Frank, he's going to have to introduce them. Their microphone went dead.
A good part of the center of the Crabber forecourt. So you got 3 big bodies up front for the Crabbers, but 3 tall, athletic girls, and that'll give the Bruins a fit. Now we're going to introduce the Bethel Bruins starters, beginning with Jamie Thomas, one of the guards. Here comes Tony Scott, the senior guard. And then Keely Foster will be introduced. She is the, as I said, the trigger man for the Bruins. The other 2 forwards, Brittany Bryson, the sophomore forward, and then the senior Keturah Gunn, or Q, as she sometimes goes by, Keturah Gunn. She's going to have the task tonight of trying to slow down that Hampton forecourt. We're going to be underway here in a minute. Looks like a good ball game. Got a crowd filtering in here now. The boys play in about an hour and a half. 2 good teams, Hampton and Bethel, meeting for the 3rd time this year, following 2 two-point games. 1 Bethel victory, 1 Hampton victory. So this Bethel gym will be packed tonight very shortly. People know they got to come here and be here early so they can get a seat at what is proves to be a pretty small gym. Officials getting ready now. This is Tidewater Basketball Officials Association. Seen a couple of these, particularly the gentleman in the middle, we've seen a couple times already this year. And we're going to get ready to go here. The Crabbers in their huddle. Here they come. I think you'll see the height difference as you watch them. Dara Pearson going to tip against Brittany Bryson. And we're going to be underway here at Bethel High on Friday the 13th, Brent. A lucky night for us. Get to watch a couple good basketball games.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm off the road. This is a good place to be.
Pearson wins the tip back to Khadijah Berger, and the Crabbers go into their motion field offense. That's Lisa Saunders on the right side. Inside to Michaela Sale. She missed a rebound to Keturah Gunn. Here comes Keely Foster for the Bruins.
Well, I think we're going to see a good matchup here. Height-wise, Bethel's got some good size.
Well, the speed is going to have to try to defeat some of that. And there you see it, Brittany Bryson with a follow-up for the Bruins, and they go ahead 2-0. Khadijah Berger running the point tonight. Hampton's Jasmine Williams, who's been running the point for a while, is still out and won't be seeing any action tonight. So Berger's moved to the point.
That was a.
So we got a foul out there.
Berger kind of tried to get that pass in a little bit too quick. The position hadn't been established yet and got picked off.
An early foul on Michaela Sale, her first. Teams first of the half.
We got down there, Frank. Can you tell? Can't see a number. 4.
Like Tony Scott. No, it's not.
Thomas, isn't it?
Jamie Thomas.
Yeah.
Good to see her up. I think she rolled on the ball as she fell over it there.
She stole the ball on the pass or got knocked back to her, and like you say, she went there and lost her feet.
Kayla Scott's going to come in and replace her. Kayla Scott, a sophomore. And she's going to inbound the ball to Keely Foster, and we're underway again. Bethel leading 2-0 early in the contest. And the man on that, so actually it's a matchup zone, 2-3. Nice basket over there by Brittany Bryson.
Yes, sir. She just backed it right down. Like I say, they've got some size, too.
There's Michaela Sale inside.
She walked. She went to back in to try to field the defender, and the defender just backed out on her, and her feet went right out from under.
Kayla Sale is she's a strong inside presence. You got to watch the elbows. She knows how to use her elbows.
She knows how to use her size.
She does. As Bryson with the turnover picked up by Jaquacia Brown.
Taking it all the way to the corner and threw it right back for a steal again.
It's Kayla Scott. And the first foul on Lisa Saunders of the Crabbers. Second foul on the Crabbers. So the Bruins out quickly here.
Hampton with a couple of quick turnovers on inbound passes. They're just a little bit nervous, I guess.
Tony Scott to inbound for the Lady Bruins.
Hampton's out in a man. They're out in a press right off the shot, but that's what they like to do. They like to press. Kind of hard getting down in them corners, isn't it, Frank?
They can figure they're good with them. They think they're faster, and let's see if they are. Keely Foster got a nice drive. Lisa Saunders just picked up her second foul.
That was quick.
Be sure.
She'll be coming out.
Does, yeah. Here's a play here. Keely Foster just got to position on her. Lisa Saunders went, instead of going straight up, came over the top of the arm, fouled her. 2 fouls quickly on Saunders. Foster hits her first.
Well, this is the kind of start Bethel wanted. Come out of the box and jump on top.
Right. Kanisha Bell comes in now for the Crabbers. An interesting player. I'll talk more about her as we get going here. She had 16 the other night to lead the Crabbers against Heritage. Foster hits 2, quickly down to Michaela Sale, and she puts the Crabbers on the board with her first basket. Sale's an interesting player to watch. She'll score a lot in the first half and then has been frequently getting in foul trouble. She's got to watch it tonight because they're going to need her in there against Katuragan and Brittany Bryson.
It's not often teams can match up to them in size like Bethel's.
No. Nice rebound inside. Tony Scott. Tony Scott with the rebound, and she's in there amongst the trees. There's Khadijah Berger showing you the speed, but missed the shot. Quasia Brown not able to come up with it. Over to Keely Foster. Missed the layup.
Bethel and Hampton fighting to keep it alive, but so far Bethel's been pretty strong on the boards. Nice look. Nice look.
And that's probably the second foul on Dara Pearson, if I have to guess.
They're getting them in trouble down low.
It is the second foul on Pearson. No, I'm sorry, first on Pearson. Fourth on the Crabbers.
Right now, Bethel's just kind of out hustling down in the paint on both ends right now.
Bryson makes her first of 2. Puts the Bruins up 9-2. Crabbers are notoriously slow in starting, and it'll cause the coach to pull his hair out. And as you see, he doesn't have a lot left. It'll drive him crazy. This is that one. Jaquacia Brown with the rebound. Here they come, the Lady Crabbers.
They're going to double her.
There's Berger.
Nice pass inside.
Dara Pearson.
That's what I like about girls' teams a lot of times. They do a lot of fundamental stuff that we take for granted. I mean, they look inside, they shoot free throws well. I always often said that if you compared the free throw shooting between the girls' teams and the boys' teams, I think most people might be surprised how much more accurate the girls are on that little set shot.
I think I think that's right. The Crabbers now good. You'll see the good passers, and good passers amongst a bunch of tall girls. So we'll see now with Lisa Saunders out, who's normally leading the charge. There's another turnover by the Bruins. Here comes Jaquacia Brown.
He lost the ball.
Jaquacia Brown was a subject of Coach David Six the other night, who snuck into my gym from Hampton University to watch a few players on the Crabbers and on the Heritage Hurricanes.
I don't think he has any privileges there, do you?
I think he paid for his ticket, I hope. Here come the Lady Bruins. Running the rotation all across the top. Steal by Khadijah Berger for the Crabbers.
Nice step in.
That's Berger at her best.
Yep. Quickness and control.
And 6 now as the Crabbers try to edge their way back in. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound by Dara Pearson.
Gets it out, and Hampton's running the floor.
There's one of my favorite players to watch, Kanisha Bell. She's fouled on that play. We'll see who that is. That's 21, Keely Foster, her first.
You watch her during the course of the game. She's fundamental. She's got a shot you wouldn't teach, but she can sure make it work.
She shoots about from chest level, but she is as accurate as they come, and she'll do it on her free throws too. Now she missed that one as soon as I said something, but
that's my fault. I'll take responsibility for the first one. The second one's yours.
Here she comes. No, she'll make this one. I'm pretty confident. Kanisha Bell, a very good free throw shooter. She missed it. Well, there we go. We jinxed her twice.
But Hampton got the rebound.
Yeah, and threw it away. Dara Pearson heads it back. And the 6'5" ninth grader.
Yeah, she definitely, they call a jump ball on that.
Michaela Sale comes down with it, tied up by Keturah Gunn, and ball's going to belong to the Bruins.
Hampton creeping back in, but Bethel, so far, they're getting what they want. They're handling the pressure well. Yeah, that's a little bit tacky, but.
Touch foul, Kanisha Bell's first, I believe. See for the 5th team foul on the Crabbers.
One against the home team, the Bruins. Of course, Hampton's a pressing team. They come out and try to apply pressure.
Brittany Bryson with a nice turn inside, tipped away by Brown.
What I
into
like,
the crowd off the Bruins.
She tried to use that left hand. And that you just don't see that very often at this level of ball.
Bryson's got the 5 points out of the 9 and has led the Lady Bruins to a little bit of a lead here. Here come the Crabbers coming back. They're down by 3 with 3 to go here in the first. Waisha Brown with a drive. She misses it. Rebound by Bell.
It was a foul
tipped
there.
Away.
Called. Smart play.
Kayla Scott. Keely Foster for 3. She makes it. Nice shot by Keely Foster. Big shot for the Lady Bruins. Travers back quickly. Berger.
Nice
play.
Give and go. That's a form of the give and go, isn't it?
That's how she played last year. He earned her great accolades as a 9th grader. And remember, these Crabber girls are all young. There's Brittany Bryson inside to Keturah Gunn. Nice defense down there by, looks like Kanisha Bell. Able to knock the ball off of the Lady Bruins, and it's Crabber ball.
A little bit of an offensive elbow down there trying to get in for the shot, and the official let it go.
There's no room for the weak inside tonight with Gunn and Sale, Bryson, and Brown.
You will pay your dues if you want to play in the paint.
Khadijah Berger bringing across half court. Jaquacia Brown.
Nice drive.
This is the shot. Back up is Pearson. Misses the shot. Crabbers missing too many layups.
That's not going to bode well for them in the long run. They got to get those in the paint. Goes again.
Long 3-pointer. Rebound by Bryson off the bottom of the backboard. Out to Keely Foster on the 3-point line. Missed that one.
Bethel hanging right in there. I'm telling you.
Is Pearson, although 6'5", getting pushed around a little bit. She's only, as I said, only a 9th grader, so she's going to get stronger. Evers trying to trap in the corner, not able to do it. Back in the Gun. Back outside.
Tried a bounce pass, but it was a little bit tight on the feet.
Khadijah Berger on the break. Kanisha Bell pulls it back out for the Crabbers. Inside to Sale. She walked. Too many turnovers, too many missed layups. Coach Eric Scott up on his feet. Substitution for the Lady Bruins, Jamie Thomas, who was injured early in the game, is going to replace Michaela Scott. No, she replaced Tony Scott. It's Keely Foster.
I'm going to tell you what, whether she made it or not, it was a nice dry stop and pump. That's a hard thing to do for a lot of players.
Deidre Berger drive, she's fouled.
And that,
see that's on. That may be on Brittany Bryson.
As you were saying, you're going to get your payback in there if you're going to take it in the paint.
Bryson with a foul, her first, team's second of the quarter. Deidre Berger to the line, shooting 2 shots. She has 4 points out of the 8 for the Crabbers.
Well, as you were saying earlier, Hampton likes to play in the paint. They've got the size, and they've played in the paint all year. And
there's a foul there from behind on Berger.
Only got 1 loss in the district play, and that's against Woodside. And it was a pretty good loss. I mean, 20-some points, I believe, maybe a little bit more. But Hampton's young, like you say. As this team matures over the next couple of years, they're going to have good size and experience. It's going to be very interesting to watch.
Very young. Only 1 senior on that team, Lisa Saunders. Inside the, beautiful
nice
pass
work right there.
Brown finishes off.
Oh, I hope the camera work got that. That's just the way the game's supposed to be played, folks.
And a timeout called by Coach Johnson. So he's trying to regroup with his Bruins. They got off to a quick start. 32nd timeout taken by the Lady Bruins.
Hampton's been able to step in and interrupt a couple of passes here.
Here it is, 1 pass, 2 pass, and then over to Brown, and she makes a layup.
That's what a coach's dream is. You can get that ball in the paint and nobody dribbles.
Well, you see there's nothing that nobody in the district, I think, can stop the Lady Crabbers if they pass up above their head like that.
Yes.
When they make the passes up above their head, nobody can get to them, and they can be very effective. And, of course, they've beaten everybody but Woodside, so that's proven itself to be true.
Like you were saying, that's a dream you like to see when the ball comes down. Never touches the floor. It goes through 4 players for a layup.
It's all without Lisa Saunders here in the first quarter as she's out with foul trouble. Anisha Bell tips the ball away. Brown up with it. Jamie Thomas for the Bruins knocks it away but knocks it out of bounds. Crabber ball underneath.
Another thing you can notice about Hampton, if they pick that ball off or pick it up at half court, they head one way, and that's straight on offense. They don't stop, look around, look to give it up.
Very well coached by Eric Scott. Inbound play to Michaela Scott, just where she wants it, and missed the layup. Dara Pearson with a rebound. That time showing some strength, and she's fouled underneath. See if she gets shots.
Well, we're bringing Bethel back into this game a little bit on the foul side.
Jamie Thomas with her first foul, 3rd for the Bruins. Berger to inbound for the Crabbers. Way out to Kanisha Bell.
She can shoot a 3 too, my friend.
Kanisha is a shooter. No matter where she is, she's a sharp shooter. Dara Pearson with a nice turnaround, missed the layup.
Yeah.
Brown picks up a foul.
Hate to see that. That was on Giaquisha Brown.
Well, a lot of touch fouls so far on the Crabbers. Eric Scott having words over there on the sidelines with the other official, saying they are all called by one particular official. I know what his argument is. Keely Foster showing her speed. Nice pass, no layup. Sale going to give it up before she double dribbles with it. It's Jaquisha Brown and, of course, rebound Dara Pearson, who's fouled again.
She's got to put a little bit of weight on, but she doesn't mind going in there and taking a beating, and she's coming down. That's probably about her 6th rebound already. She gets moved around in there by a little bit more size.
Foul that time by Jamila Braxton, who's checked in for the Lady Bruins. Dara Pearson, the line, shooting 2 for the Crabbers. And both good free throw shooters for the Crabbers have missed free throws here in the away gym. Let's see if she can adjust. Dara with a beautiful free throw motion. Lots of arc. Missed both. So both good free throw shooters have missed 2 free throws. Unusual for the Crabbers.
Hampton's usually between 60 and 70% from the free throw line on the girls' team.
Back to Keely Foster where they want to have the ball. Time running out.
Nice block.
Tip block called. No, now we got foul called. We've got a foul called by one official and a tip call or a clean block called by the other official.
Yep. Of course, the one that called the foul is about half a day away, but that's okay.
Keely Foster's going to get 3 free throws, I believe, but nobody's holding any fingers up like they should. See how many she gets. That's 1. I won't even venture a guess. 13-11 now, Lady Bruins, at the very end of the first quarter.
What I liked about that was the official that called the foul, he looked over at the Hampton coach and shrugged his shoulders.
Well, that's interesting there because I have to see that play again. Maybe we have that on replay because I thought she was outside the three-point line, yet she got 2 free throws. The official standing next to us, it was a clean block, yet she got 2 free throws. So I'm not sure how that play ended up, but we do know it was 2 more points for the Lady Bruins, and they finished the quarter with a 3-point lead over the Crabbers. Eric Scott, I'm sure, had words with his Hampton squad about turnovers and missed free throws.
And missed shots underneath, and Bethel is handling the pressure very well. I mean, they're not rattled at all at the top by the pressure. They seem to be able to get the ball down low, at least working it anyway. Whether they're getting off shots every time.
5 different Crabbers with fouls.
There we go.
We're
going to try to see if we can get a look at this.
The replay.
Oh, this looks good.
Michaela Sale she
that
was
is
inside,
all
yeah.
Ball.
Michaela Sale just scored for the Crabbers on a nice layup. So they draw a little closer. Crabbers now with a press. Kicked out of bound by Foster, called Bethel ball. Interesting. All right.
Another guess.
Right in front of us that time.
Yeah.
After you watch this game, folks, hang on and watch the boys, and you'll see that both Crabber teams press like this, and very effective, in particular the boys. All near steal by Bell. Settled down by the Lady Bruins.
Hampton's trying to bring a little bit more pressure, even though they got a few fouls. They're trying to bring a little bit more pressure up top instead of letting the ball get down so low.
Also running the point. Girls in a zone. That one rebounded by Sale. Sale makes plenty of room for herself down there with those elbows. She's very effective getting her space. Khadijah Berger drives and she's fouled. Fouled by Kayla Scott over the Lady Bruins. Her first, the team's 5th. Looks like the ball's going to be underneath for the Lady Crabbers.
Bethel is 1-1 now, and Hampton's 2 fouls away.
Long inbound pass to Kanisha Bell. She's going to wait for Berger. Nope, she's going to try to throw it away, but came back to her. Berger from the corner, short. Nice position down there by Jamila Braxton on Sale. That's nice positioning by Braxton to be able to force that ball to bounce out of bounds off of Sale. There's a Crabber press again. 1-2-1-1 press.
She broke it very well.
Foster able to it. And she runs into Michaela Sale, who did a great defensive job. Sale again battling for the ball. Cute gun for the Bruins, comes up with it. She's not able to score. Quaisha Brown brings it down. Here come the Crabbers.
Well, it's a 1-point game. It started out, I think, Bethel made the first 6 or 7 points before Hampton got on the board. Oh, gosh, I think she got a little
not able to get the ball out of her hands. And here come the Lady Bruins. Obviously, the scouting report on Bell has been to get out on her because she can shoot if you leave her open. Oh, nice pass inside by Foster. What a beautiful entry pass. Gunn with her own rebound. And Jaquasia Brown's going to get it on the missed layup. Here comes Khadijah Berger.
Trying to set him up a little bit. Hampton's got back. Keep trying to work
There's
it
Michaela
inside.
Sale.
Nice shot. Nice feed and nice shot.
I don't think Sale is stoppable when she gets the ball on the block like that.
Got a nice turn to the bucket.
Here comes Keely Foster up against Sale again. That time she pulls up. Smart move. Good rebound by Kayla Scott for the Lady Bruins. She pushes the home team out in front.
I hate to say it, Hampton had one defender back, and on the second shot, they looks like they didn't get down court as quick as they would have liked them to get down court.
Khadijah Berger misses a jumper, rebound to Keely Foster. Here she comes. And foul called on Berger, her second foul.
Like to see that again.
Foster to the line now, shooting 2. Her 5th and 6th free throws of the night. Here you go. Here's Foster.
Look at this work in the truck here. This is.
See if we can catch a foul. Whoa.
Oh, wow. He's 0 for 2 with blocked shots.
That was a looked like a nice block. Foster at the line. She misses one. Here comes Lisa Saunders, who's been out with foul trouble. She had 2 early fouls in the first quarter. She's back in, giving Sale a breather. (16-15) Bruins early in the second quarter. Foster misses 2. She's 4 for 6 from the free throw line so far. Bethel trying to match up now. Bell out all by herself. There she goes. Misses that one. Here comes Keely Foster, who's really providing energy for the Lady Bruins tonight.
He's controlling the pace, and the pressure's not nice feet inside.
Brittany Bryson misses layup. Goes over the back, but no call. Quasia Brown able to pull the ball out. Back to Bell in the corner.
Good play. She pulled the ball up.
Lisa Saunders from free throw line. As she thinks about it, pulls it out. Then to Brown. Timeout called by Eric Scott. Full timeout by the Crabbers. So they're going to talk a little bit about their offensive woes so far.
Well, we got the opportunity. This game will be shown again on Saturday, January the 14th at 6 o'clock. And Sunday, January 15th at 6 p.m. And Tuesday, January 17th at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. And Sunday, January the 22nd at 9 a.m., 9 p.m., and 3 p.m. and 3 a.m.
And I understand you can get a DVD if you want to watch it other times. Call Scotty Bowers for a DVD.
If you've got someone in this game that you'd like to keep it for or show it to somebody who's overseas or whatever, you can call the station and Scotty Bowers will make arrangements. We can do DVDs for sale.
Speaking of that, I've told people, and I have a cousin now serving in Afghanistan who has access to a computer. I've told him he wants to hear me on the TV. Just turn on the internet, LSC 48, Google LSC 48, and you'll come up with the screen, and you can watch these games as they're broadcast, just like you're watching television. So you can watch LSC 48 all over the globe.
This channel is a fun thing, local sports channel. I have to tell you, even though I'm involved with it, I love watching the old games as well as I do the ones that are happening right now.
As you know, we hear from all the sports teams all over the Commonwealth how envious they are of our area having this here. This LSC 48. Long shot by Berger's no good. Here come the Lady Bruins.
I know during playoffs when Bob and I go to other schools to get information, they take 2 things. Number 1, I know when we see you, we're in the playoffs. And number 2, I know our team's going to be able to see it when it's over. So,
Kanisha Bell with the steal for the Crabbers. And the Crabbers give it right back. Bruins give it right back. A lot of giving out here. It's not even the holiday season. It's the spirit of giving is going around. Quasia Brown with a layup.
Nice drive.
Well, she does so well.
Nice drive. Well, the Hampton's gone up 1 point. First time they've had the lead, isn't it, I think?
Maybe second. They've gone back and forth. They were down early, but they're back.
I have to tell you.
Shot over in the corner. Rebound, Kanisha Bell.
21 for Bethel Foster. She's impressing me with the way she's handling the ball. Hampton's going for them threes now.
No good for Saunders, the three-point shooter.
Speak of somebody. She just took, oh my.
Well, good defense by Saunders to lay off, but yet make her known, and double dribble called on Lisa Saunders. Saunders is a transfer from Phoebus. She played her first 3 years with the Phoebus Phantoms, and then her family moved in the area, so she moved and is finishing her high school career with the Hampton Crabbers.
One of the leading scorers at Phoebus, as a matter of fact, when she was over there, wasn't she?
Some games we watched last year, she was the only scorer. She was really the dominant player for the Phantoms, and brings a lot of personality and a lot of grace to the team, and I know the Crabbers are glad to have her. And I think she's glad to be with Hampton. Crabbers in the 2-3.
Nice pass. Good
Shot
look.
by Foster. Foul called.
Yeah, 4-point play.
On the shot. I think it was a 2-point basket.
He didn't call it a 3?
No, I didn't see his arm go up. And Bell fouled her coming down.
He was right on the line.
Foster for the 3-point play, and she makes it, so it does.
The traditional
3-point.
3-point play.
19-17 Lady Bruins. Here as we go toward the end of the second quarter.
I think she's making the wrong
Another
call.
double dribble called. Same official, Eric Scott.
It's not a double dribble. That might be a carry, but that's not a double dribble.
Coach Scott has pulled all of his hair out now, and obviously in frustration.
Never put a second hand on the ball. So
Here come the Bruins facing the zone of the Hampton Crabbers.
hard to see down in that corner.
Foster going to take her time. They have a 2-point lead. Not a lot of movement by the Lady Bruins. I know that's frustrating Foster. She's looking. There's one. There's a little cutter. Nice play. That's Tony Scott. She's a senior.
Patience and pressure.
There's Kenesha Bell. Nope, she missed that one. Jump ball called. Ball's going to belong to the Lady Bruins. Dara Pearson, good position, not able to yank the ball out quick enough. The ball goes back over to Bethel. 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Lady Bruins enjoying a 4-point lead. Keely Foster going to slow it down a little bit against the Hampton 2-3 defense.
Play for the looks. Gonna go with that same patience. I can't believe they're gonna play for the last shot with almost 2 minutes to go.
Timeout called. I think Roy Johnson wanted a little different motion there for his offense, so he took time.
And they were standing a little bit. Ball was going back and forth between two players, and the rest of the offense was just kind of standing, watching.
Folks, these games get broadcast to you thanks to these members of our crew, Ron Baton and Steve Fryer on the floor tonight with the cameras. Literally Ron Baton on the floor, sitting down as he does. Susan Bowers, Gene Wheeler upstairs manning the cameras. Andy Foley out in the truck. Greg Lesko doing the slow motion instant replay. Renee Camden doing the camera control. Don Charaus, our chief engineer in audio. Greg Lesko, our engineer. And director, of course, the wise Scotty Bowers. I'm Frank Edgar with Brent Musgrove. We'll be joined by Bob Hintz shortly. He's over filming a little segment in another high school tonight. We're LSC 48 very busy. Ball belongs to the Bruins, and yet they weren't ready to come out yet. Official smartly drops it on the floor to get this game moving. Turnover by the Bruins. Here comes Lisa Saunders for the Crabbers. And she's mugged about 3-point line. No call. Ball out of bounds. Going to belong to the Crabbers. Coach Johnson not happy there with the that particular offensive set.
I think he had something planned, and the plan didn't quite develop.
That offensive set was offensive to Coach Johnson. Michaela Sale going to fight her way in and called a walk. Coach Scott, hands behind his head, mouth, lips closed, trying not to get too upset. Here come the Lady Bruins, still enjoying a 4-point lead. 2-3 zone still for the Crabbers. All tipped away by Khadijah Berger. She's got Saunders out in front, and she goes over to Saunders. Saunders misses the layup. Quaisha Brown gets the rebounds.
Hampton's just anticipating getting a hit, or what? They're just overshooting all the all of their layups.
Hampton's going to have to go and see if the saran wrap on that rim has been taken off. They have not been able to put it in very often.
That's their bread and butter, getting down in the paint, and they've just been a little bit too strong.
Brittany Bryson with a foul. Brown makes the first of 2 free throws. Eric Scott may want to check the book. That's showing as Bryson's first on the board. I think that's her second. We'll check it at halftime. So Jaquasia Brown with her second shot. Jaquasia, a junior at Hampton High School. And she makes 2, 6 points.
Looked nice release on that shot. Huh?
6 points for Brown. Hampton drops back in the 2-3 zone. Scott going to try to protect them from these fouls. Keely Foster going to make the Crabbers come out and play her. A minute to go here in the second. Tony Scott thought about the three-pointer, pulls it back. Come around to Foster. She dribbles it off her foot. Turnover, Bruins, Crabber ball.
He went to make a move to go by and just caught it outside of her foot.
Now, Foster's done everything they could ask of her tonight so far for the Lady Bruins.
She's applied the pressure on defense and been able to hawk the ball. She had several steals. But most of all, she's controlling the pace of the Bruins for them.
Crabber's working against the Bruins 2-3. In the corner, back out to Lisa Saunders. Saunders for three. No, it's called a two-point shot.
Tie game again. We're back up at 21.
Saunders' first basket tonight. She averages near 10.
Let's see if Bethel
Tony Scott, nice fake up.
Nice
beautiful
shot.
Jumper by Tony Scott.
All right.
6 points for Tony.
2-point lead for the Bruins with 18 seconds to go.
Berger to Brown in the corner. Here comes Chiquatia. Blocking foul called, I believe, on Katura Gunn.
That's on 33.
It is Katura Gunn's first foul. And Chiquatia Brown back to the line, shooting 2 shots.
See if she can get this.
Oh, they're going 1-1?
Yeah, they're in 1-1.
1-1. She misses it. No, they gave her 2.
She's back to shooting, I guess.
Well, it'd be nice for the official to hold up the same number of fingers between the 3 of them. The official called, the one that called the foul had a 2-point, had 2 shots called. The gentleman over nearest to us had 1-1 shown. But it is 2 shots. Chiquatia Brown with her second. She misses that.
Looks so pretty on the last 2.
Whether it's 1 or 2, they only got 0 out of that. 2-3 zone still. Long shot from the corner. Katura Gunn with her first
nice
basket.
Put back.
For the
That's
Lady
it.
Bruins.
They're going to go
That's going to do it for the half.
Go in with a 4-point lead.
So we go to halftime. The Lady Bruins have out-hustled the Lady Crabbers and been a little more accurate from the field. They lead 25-21.
Well, the game is better than I thought it was going to be, but Hampton hasn't been able to complete what they try to play, and I think Bethel is just doing absolutely awesome. It's a good game till now. I think we're in for a great second half.
And not only that, great second half here, and then another game tonight. Great ball game ahead between the Bethel and the Hampton boys. So good night of basketball here
Like
from Bethel
basketball,
High School.
Turn into your local channel. But right now, we'll wrap it up and come back for the second half in just a minute. Oh, here we go.
But we're back here at halftime in Bethel High School on Friday the 13th of January 2012. Lady Bruins lead the Hampton Crabbers 25-21. Interesting first half, Brent. Certainly not what we expected score-wise, but the pace was about what we expected.
Pace was good. Hampton was moving the ball as quick as they wanted to, but I have to give Bethel credit. Their defense played well against Hampton. Hampton was able to penetrate, just could not knock down those paint shots in the paint like they usually do.
Probably missed 15 layups in that first half, and that hurts them. And they've missed
free throws.
6 free throws so far. So the Crabbers hoping to turn that around here in the second half. Lady Bruins hoping they can stay just a half step quicker than like they've been in the first half.
Well, Bethel has impressed me. They've played right with Hampton, and in some cases they've even played a little better. But Hampton's pressure is what dictates what happens to them. They've had a lot of turnovers and just not been able to finish. And we've got to go to number 21 for Bethel.
Keely Foster is just outstanding.
She's set the pace for the whole game. Technically, I mean, offense and defense. She's pretty much been able to control it. The steals Hampton's made have been made by passes out front she's not involved in.
Well, you know, this Crabber team is. It's fun to watch. In that it can be frustrating to Coach Scott. I know I've watched him several times this year. I joke about he pulled his hair out about this, but he does most nights. They're very talented. They're very tall
and young.
Yeah, and they're young and they make young mistakes. And so you saw a lot of those in the first half, and I'm sure you'll see them in the second half. He just hopes that they shoot a little better and that they assert themselves a little more. They're going to have to slow down Keely Foster. She is single-handedly moving faster, moving the Lady Bruins past the Crabbers tonight. And
she's hitting outside, inside, making great passes inside, too. She's feeding the big people inside the score.
And I don't know if the camera caught it, but Jasmine Williams on crutches over there, the point guard. She's been the starting point guard for a year and a half for the Lady Crabbers, and her speed is missed. It's requiring Khadijah Berger to move to the point. Lisa Saunders moves to the wing, and Jaquacia Brown has to handle the ball more, and that's really not what they're used to doing. So a little bit of a makeshift lineup for the Lady Crabbers. Let's see how the second half goes here as it's Crabber ball to start.
Hampton down 4, beginning of the second half, which is a place they're not used to being.
Lisa Saunders inbound to Khadijah Berger, and off we go. Gym filling up quickly tonight here at Bethel High School. There's Michaela Sale, missed a free throw shot.
Rebound by Scott. Kick it out right away.
2-3 defense still for the Lady Crabbers. Knocked away by Jaquacia Brown.
Nice steal.
Comes Khadijah Berger again running the point.
There's that underneath shot again. Nothing called.
No foul on two shots there. Dara Pearson and Jaquacia Brown end up on the ground. Here comes Keely Foster for the Lady Bruins. Back out, 3-point shot. Tony Scott, she misses that. Rebound, foul called. Looks like on Katura Gunn of the Bruins, her second. Team's first of the half. She got caught on the outside there trying to rebound.
Come over the top just a little bit.
Bethel's expanded their zone.
That's because Hampton is playing across the foul line. Trying to.
Ball goes inside, gets away from Pearson. Another turnover for the Crabbers, and here comes Keely Foster and her Bruins.
Hampton, believe it or not, was almost set up in a 1-3-1 offense, if you want to call it that.
Got to match up that 1-3-1 with a 2-3 defense, give that odd number.
Yep.
Back what the Lady Bruins are doing here.
Nice.
Turnover again.
Just show them something different. And she turned her dribble with the ball.
Khadijah Berger right down the lane, and she makes the layup. 8 for Berger now.
Gunn didn't step out quite far enough and allowed her to just get a nice, almost an underhanded layup there, just going to her right side.
Berger the leading scorer for the Crabbers. And Keely Foster leading scorer for the Bruins. Foster looking for it on the far side. Jamie Thomas can't find her. Now out to Keely Foster, over to Thomas. Thomas misses rebound, bounces off a couple Crabbers. And Michaela Sale comes up with it. Khadijah Berger.
Oh, nice
misses
drive.
the layup.
Nice screen by 25.
Berger frustrated and gets a foul in frustration.
We've got one official making all the calls and the other one looking for a ride home, I think. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Third foul on Berger. That hurts. First foul on the Lady Crabbers. Steve Foster up 1-point guard against the 2-3 of the Crabbers. Bruins moving around the side. Back to Foster. 3 points. She makes it.
Yep.
Her second 3-pointer of the night. She's
shooting very
well.
You got to know where she is. You have to know where she is.
28-23 Bethel. Michaela Sale inside.
What was that?
3-second called on Michaela Sale, I think. Eric Scott is, to say beside himself, probably an understatement.
Well, I can understand it. If you look at the things that are not a foul that are being called, it's amazing.
Bruins continue to work. Another 3-point shot. Missed. Foster with a rebound. Back at Scott. Whistle. Ball going to belong to the Bruins as they call it off of Michaela Sale. An upset in the making here at Bethel High School as the Lady Bruins a step faster and a little bit eye sharper on the basket. 3-point shot missed. Rebound again by Bryson. Over again, Keely Foster as the Bruins just pound the goal tonight with shots. Finally the Crabbers break out over Lisa Saunders. She's short. Michaela Sale, though, right there. And a foul called. Michaela probably in disbelief. She's fouled. Looks like Jamie Thomas got her underneath. It was. So Thomas with her second foul. And Michaela Sale to the line. First time the center has gone to the line tonight with 2 free throws.
Kind of a different approach as much as Hampton gets the ball down in the paint.
Good picture of Michaela Sale there. She's a strong post player for the Crabbers.
Nice shot.
First.
And she's just a sophomore. She's got a lot of time.
Here's the play here. You see Sale go up strong. She's fouled underneath and probably from behind as well, but the foul called on Jamie Thomas. Eric Scott has taken his coat off over there, so you can see it's like Mike Smith and the football team turning his hat around. Scott taking his coat off. Kayla Sale with her second of 2. She makes it. 28-25, Lady Bruins, as they continue to lead the Crabbers. Hampton changes the defense. They go to a man-to-man. Saunders guarding Foster. Sale lets Q Gunn by, and Gunn is able to drive and make the layup.
Nobody wants to step in and take that charge.
Once she gets by the first defender, she was there. Zone defense still for the Lady Bruins. Saunders for 2, misses it.
And nobody
Q Gunn out wrestled Dara Pearson for the rebound.
4 Bruins underneath for that rebound. And that may be saying a whole lot right there.
5-point lead for the Lady Bruins. Just missed by Tony Scott. She throws it up again. How many baby hooks can you shoot in one play? Apparently 3. Gunn comes down with it. Foster looking back inside.
Bethel had 3 rebounds right there on the offensive board. There's 4.
Here comes Khadijah Berger finally out of the crowd. Going to drive. Misses the layup. Crabbers can't buy a basket. Foster off her own foot. Here come the Crabbers. Lisa Saunders fouled on the side, apparently.
Pace picked up just a little bit in the last 30 seconds.
Keely Foster picks up her second foul. And it is going to be Crabber ball underneath. Kanisha Bell to check in for the Crabbers. Courtney Augustine for the Lady Bruins, number 2, comes into the game. Her first appearance.
I'm gonna say it. Hampton's being out-rebounded right now.
Being out hustled underneath, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Waisha Brown up top. Travers working against now a man-to-man. There's Brown.
Nice
shot. And she makes the basket.
Spin away from the bucket. That's a rare shot. Nicely done.
8 for Brown. 3-point lead for the Lady Bruins. Travers trying to find a combination to go against this very speedy Bruin team. Beautiful shot by Kayla Scott, her second basket of the night. And the Lady Bruins push back out to a 5-point lead. Another foul on the floor. Brown drew the foul. Let's see who is going to be charged with it. Looks like Katura Gunn picked up her 3rd. 4th on the Bruin squad. That would be a big, now Q Gunn goes out. That's a big loss for the Lady Bruins.
That's going to change a little bit of the complexion on those boards.
Kanisha Bell. She makes that one.
Makes that one.
2-point basket called. Scott can't believe it. That's probably getting redundant tonight. He's been in disbelief.
I'm watching this one official. He's laughing at everything.
Well, he's upset. I mean, Scott's upset at his own team's play, so it's hard to separate that and his frustration. But Bell with the steal. There she goes. And here come the Crabbers trying to tighten up this lead.
Nothing.
No
She
call.
got to be kidding me.
Quaisha Brown gives it up, and here come the Lady Bruins. Keely Foster running the show. Courtney Augustine has to pull up. Inside, Brittany Bryson. Nice move. She's fouled. Pearson is going to be charged.
Well, I'm glad they brought that one official. We wouldn't be hearing a whistle at all. What do you think?
Second foul on Pearson. Second in the quarter on the Crabbers. Brittany Bryson to the line. She's got 5 points tonight.
Bethel's been maintaining that 3, 4, 5-point lead. Hampton was able to break.
There's a play here. And yeah, Pearson's got to learn to keep her arms straight up and down. She wouldn't get called if she wouldn't lower that arm down.
Well, I'd say she shouldn't get called.
That's true. Bryson with her second, and she makes it. 1 for 2. She's 2 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. 33-29, Lady Bruins. Travers looking for an opening. Here comes Jaquacia Brown making her own, and she's fouled. That should give her 2 shots.
We're going to wait and see what they
Foul
say.
called on Bryson.
Hampton's going to have to take advantage of these if they're going to get back in this game.
Foul called on Kayla Scott, not Bryson.
Short.
Jaquacia Brown misses the whole thing. Brown with her second shot. This is that. Travers not shooting well tonight.
Not at all. Not at all. That's usually a strength of their game. Like I say, they're usually 60, 70% shooters. And they've got to be 40% at best.
Courtney Augustine looks inside and she drives. And the smallest girl on the court makes a driving layup.
Yep.
Puts the Lady Bruins out by 6. Khadijah Berger right back.
Right, answers right back.
Berger with 10 tonight. Travers cut the lead to 4. They have trailed most of this game. Kelly Foster.
Well, I have to say it's very obvious that if you drive, now they're going to blow the whistle.
Lisa Saunders picks up her 3rd foul. Travers are just slow of foot tonight.
It's not in the act of shooting. He's calling it before the shot.
Well, there's the ball out of bounds to the Bruins. Roy Johnson with his hands up. Trying to figure out why that call's made. Here comes Keely Foster. She is quick. Courtney Augustine misses everything. Rebound to Jamela Braxton. There's Derek
Nice
Pearson
rebound.
with the board. 3 on 2 back here for the Bruins as they press. You can feel the blood in the water here. Lisa Saunders for 3.
Nope.
Misses it. Doesn't follow her shot. Rebound, Lady Bruins. Pearson fighting for it. Saunders got to follow that 3-point shot.
Oh, she was out of bounds. There you go.
Turnover, Lady Bruins. Roy Johnson knows he's got a good thing going here, and he's trying to encourage his girls to keep going. They are putting pressure on the Crabbers. Berger's going to set it up for the Crabbers. 30 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. They trail by 4. Khadijah over to Kanisha Bell. She misses the shot. Dara Pearson fighting the rebound, throws it straight up. Kanisha Bell keeps it alive,
Hampton
but
just
no
can't hit.
layups going in off of the Bruins. They've got 13 seconds to redeem themselves after that horrible set of
Display.
shots.
I mean, it was just like they were throwing the ball up there. They're just not getting set. And
Down with time. Now 10 seconds, Khadijah Berger. She pulls up. Bank shot misses.
Hampton got
Off
10
to Keely Foster. Foster drives the length of the court.
And
makes
scores.
the score at the quarter.
And number 4 for Hampton just backed off the shot.
They had 2 with her her foul trouble. 3 fouls on Saunders. So Keely Foster closes out the quarter as strongly as they had started it.
They led by 4 at the half, and they up it to 6.
Bethel pushes their lead out. And the Crabbers go to the 4th quarter in unusual position of trailing by 6 points.
Well, this could, the shock here could definitely change things in the district standings here.
Something that Eric Scott certainly didn't contemplate. I know he knew this team was good. I mean, you face it, they're 6-4 in district, meaning they played Woodside once and lost. They played Hampton once and lost, so they'd only lost 2 other games. So they are amongst the top teams.
I think they were tied for 3rd, I believe, or 4th, somewhere in there.
Trevor certainly didn't expect the tenacity here, but you know, Bethel's at home.
They're playing under control and
shooting well.
Shooting well, defending well. Hampton's not getting a whole lot of second shots like they're used to. And of course, like you said, they're missing a ball handler too.
Hampton goes man-to-man. Foul called on Lisa Saunders, her 4th. Lisa's not going to get a break tonight. 4 fouls on her, and there's really nobody else to come in guard-wise. Michaela Sale's going to come in. Khadijah Berger now going to have to do all the guard work with Kenesha Bell for the Crabbers. So Keely Foster is doing her job out there. She's run up the foul numbers on all the Crabbers. Speeds her over to the left. There's Courtney Augustine. Augustine not afraid to throw it up, and she does that time. 2 points.
Yep, nice sweet work. They're moving the ball well.
39-31, so the Crabbers in the hole.
Hampton's not getting anybody out to that corner on defense.
Kenesha Bell. She can't get one to fall to save her life. Reminds me of Zaglinski from last night in UVA. He couldn't hit us broadside of the barn against Duke. As the Cavaliers go down by 3 at Cameron Indoor.
Heck of a game.
It was. Jaquacia Brown going to take it, try to get it closer. There she goes. So Brown seemingly the only Crabber right now that can put the ball in the basket with any consistency.
They work the ball in the corner. The defender's getting pinned.
Foul called on Berger. Her 4th. Scott learning how to players.
Yeah, that was not a good foul. There's no place for her to. It was not a necessary reach.
Eric Scott feeling he's got to play man-to-man to try to cut this deficit.
And he's got his big girls on the floor. He doesn't have a second guard out there. That was a double dribble.
It was called, and turnover.
Nobody else saw it but me and him.
39-33, 6-point deficit for the Crabbers. Lady Bruins are playing very well tonight. Here's Khadijah Berger, all 4 fouls of her. Jump ball called, and the ball's going to remain with the Crabbers.
Hey, I can't see down there too well. I'm going to have to check the
Khadijah
TV
Berger's
screen.
going to throw it in. Trying to find an opening. Kenesha Bell trying to find her range. She cannot find the range tonight. Michaela Sale with a little bank shot from just around the free throw line. Sale has 10.
Cuts it back down to a 4-point game.
Keely Foster, she knows the Lady Gardner has got 4 fouls, but yet she throws a bad shot.
Nice
There's
passing.
Jaquacia Brown. There's some good passing by the Crabbers.
Nice passing.
Brown with 4 1/4. Crabbers cut it to 2.
Still plenty of time to go in this game.
Now, I'm surprised Keely Foster doesn't just take it. I figured Roy Johnson would take a timeout.
Yeah, he didn't like it getting back down this close. He liked it that 4 and 6 point exchange.
Yeah, we've really seen some good basketball tonight
Absolutely.
from the Bethel Bruins. Very impressed with Keely Foster.
They play at a good tempo, offense and defense, and I like the way they work the ball. I mean, they got corner shooters, and they're able to set up a screen, you know, so that the shot's wide open.
Right. No, we're seeing the weakness from the Hampton Crabbers tonight as we watch them go without a second guard.
That second guard has hurt them a lot. That second ball handler.
And with Jasmine Williams out of the lineup with the injury, that's really hurt. There's Steve Fryer, the cameraman.
Well, we got a chance here in this 4th quarter. We'll talk about and tell them when the game's going to be seen again. You can watch this game on Saturday, January the 14th at 6 p.m., Sunday, January the 15th at 6 p.m., Tuesday, January 17th at 9 a.m. and p.m., and Sunday, January the 22nd at 9 a.m., 9 p.m., 3 p.m., and 3 a.m. And as they come back on the floor, if you want to talk a little bit about the cameras operators.
We will. Coach Walter Brower over here visiting with us. Glad to have Coach Brower with us tonight. Brower, of course, been with Hampton High a number of years. He will not let me reveal how many as we go back to live action here. Brittany Bryce with a nice move to baseline, not able to put the basket in. Ball is going to remain with whoever the officials point to. So Bruin ball underneath again.
2-point game.
2-point basketball. 6 minutes to go here in the 4th in this very tight basketball game. There comes Tony Scott. She puts in a
Just drives
layup.
right to the hole. Everybody's standing and watching.
Scott with 8 tonight.
Can't do that.
Nisha Bell still looking for her three-point shot. Hadn't made one yet tonight. Michaela Scott twists and turns.
Looks like she's going to the line.
Which really plays in the Crabbers' favor. If
Yeah.
they can stop the clock and get 2 points at the same time, that's what they need to do because time is ticking.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. If they can get to the line and get some points on the board, they keep them in this game. But, I mean, their defense is somewhat suspect without that second guard in there because they're driving from the three-point line all the way into the paint, and the defenders are just standing watching.
Of course, Sale hits nothing. I was even thinking she'd make both of her free throws tonight when she doesn't hit anything but the net and not in the good way. So one more shot for Michaela Sale. Substitution for Bethel. Denisha Robinson comes in.
Well, they need these free throws. Like I say, that's what have kept them in the game. They're in the game, but, I mean, it would have been a much closer game.
They've now missed 10 free throws. Dara Pearson with a rebound. A jump ball called.
You have got to be kidding me.
Jump ball called.
I got to see what that is again.
And Pearson, Dara Pearson able to wrestle away the ball, and she gets called for a jump ball, and the basket's no good. So, 4-point game, 4-point lead for the Bruins. Here comes Keely Foster. Khadijah Berger guarding her with 4 fouls. Long three-point shot.
Nobody's
Kayla
checking them. They're
Scott.
standing there and looking at them. You can't do that, folks.
44-37. Crabbers in a 7-point hole. Jaquacia Brown turns and she's fouled.
All of a sudden, the whistles are getting happy.
Jaquacia Brown goes back to the line. She's going to shoot 2 free throws. Foul's going to be called, I believe, on Brittany Bryson. We'll see. Yes,
30,
it is.
Yeah, you're right.
Her second.
Well,
Brown's missed 4 of the 6 she's taken so far. Let's see if she can find a range here. She cannot.
here's a replay on that. She got part of the ball.
Crabbers missing too many free throws tonight.
Yep.
There's the second one.
But it's a 6-point game again. And Bethel is turning it up. They're carrying it to the Crabbers. And the Crabbers are staying in that zone on the baseline.
It's kind of a matchup, like a man-to-man, but offside zone. Jump ball called again. This time it belongs to the Crabbers. Lisa Saunders still on the bench. No, she's back in for the Crabbers. So Saunders returns to help out in the guard situation. Let's throw the ball into Jaquacia Brown. Here she comes. Deja Berger to the corner. Saunders for 3. Big
That's a big shot right there.
Saunders
5 minutes to go, cuts it to 3.
with 5 now. Keely Foster gives up the ball. Rolls and kicked out.
So nobody knows. Flip a coin.
With no hand shown by the officials either. There he goes, finally showing where he belongs. It's not, to be candid, not good mechanics.
No,
the fans and the people can't, the players can't see who the ball belongs to, but it belongs to the Crabbers. 3-point lead, Lady Bruins. Substitution, Brittany Bryson back in the forecourt for the Lady Bruins. Here comes Khadijah Berger. Beautiful behind the back.
Nice
she makes
shot.
the layup. Berger now
Cuts it down to the 1.
with 12. And quickly the Crabbers climb back in it. They trail by 1.
Thomas can take control of this now.
Ely Foster inside.
He moved her
Bryson.
feet.
Boy, the Bruins are just shooting it up and making it. 3-point shot. Kayla Scott, her second in the quarter.
How many times you got to let her shoot that before somebody gets out on her?
There's Kanisha Bell. Short. Can't get it to go in. Jump ball called again. Crabber girls clearly frustrated. They trail by 3.
Had it down to 1 a minute ago.
That one's been a 2-pointer from Scott. They only gave her 2.
That's only gave her 2, but I swear I thought she was outside the arm.
Now, even more importantly, I thought the arm was up. Here we go. Keely Foster inside. They're double teaming on Bryson. There's a player of the quarter right there. Kayla Scott with another basket. Defense for Crabbers is porous tonight. Berger drops it. Saunders picks it up. Brown looks inside. Michaela Sale. She's fouled. She's going to get a third chance for a three-point play here.
Like I say, you get it in the paint and they're going to blow a whistle. And if you're Hampton, you got to take advantage of that. Like you say, you got to stop that clock.
48-45.
Bethel needs to take some time off that clock with their guard play because most of Hampton's defenders are down back.
Their guard defenders have 3 fouls apiece. Three-point play for Sale. It brings it back within 2. Lady Bruins, and in particular Kayla Scott, holding on to that lead here in the fourth quarter. Keely Foster slowing it down a little bit for the Lady Bruins.
See what I'm talking about? There's absolutely nobody there.
Takes it right down the middle.
Nobody there, just standing there looking. They're playing the box, literally. They're playing the corners of the paint.
Gracia Brown can't make the layup. Rebound to Braxton. She kicks it out, and here come the Lady Bruins again. They will lead by 4.
You watch Hampton defenders take up.
There we go, another quick drive in. Ball quickly down the floor. Crabber's got 5 on 4.
Oh.
And Berger misses it. They still got a girl back. And Foster misses her. Slows it down, though, as Coach Johnson wants her to do.
Well, Hampton's had their opportunities.
Right down the middle. Braxton misses it. Rebound. Brown and Berger fight it. Berger comes up with it. Berger still looking. Over to Brown. Brown looking to drive. She does, and she's hacked there on the shot.
Yep.
That's Brittany Bryson's 3rd foul.
Like
Brown's the line.
Hampton's got to step it up on these free throws if they're going to crawl back in here. They've had the opportunities.
3 of 6 from free throw line. She's got to pick up that percentage. The Crabber's going to crawl back in here. And she misses it.
Yep.
3 of 7. Well, normally dependable Jaquacia Brown.
You watch back here when Hampton's on defense. If they're not playing man, that they're playing the corners
Brown
of the paint.
driving. There's a beautiful drive. She is a very, very good at going down the lane like that and drawing the fouls. Now she's going to make these free throws. There you go.
Hampton looks like they're trying to match up a little bit now.
14 for Brown. Man-to-man press. Now 3-1-1 press. Time called, it looks like. Full timeout called by Bruin coach Roy Johnson.
Like Hampton was almost matching up in a man, weren't they? That's what it looked like. I couldn't see over this corner.
Yeah, it looked
here.
like a 3-1-1 kind of press. Well, the production crew tonight, of course, Ron Baton, Susan Bowers, Gene Wheeler, and Steve Fryer on the cameras. Andy Foley on the graphics and animation. Greg Lesko doing the slow motion instant replay, which we've enjoyed tonight. Renee Camden doing the camera control. Chief engineer and audio, Don Sherrouse. Engineer Greg Lesko, and the director producer, of course, Scotty Bowers. 50-47, the Bethel Bruins leading the Hampton Crabbers here in the first of 2 games on Friday the 13th. Crabber girls worried it's going to be bad luck for them tonight.
Well, if you're missing your buddy Bob Hintz, we just got a call that he's on his way. He's been, as local sports channel, LSC, as Frank said earlier, is involved in many different projects. And Bob's been over at one of the other schools with a camera crew and putting together some more things of interest for our local viewers.
Bob took over for Edwin Newman, didn't he?
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Well, he was young, pretty old then, too.
I think he had Edwin in one of his classes.
Yes, I think so. He taught everybody else.
Bruin ball, long pass to Keely Foster. Eric's got something like that. 2 points for Foster. Got 4 1/4, 9 1/2 for the speedy point guard for the Lady Bruins. They lead by 5. Travers trying to figure out a way in 2 minutes where they can come back here. Ball inside to Brown. Quasia Brown in and out. Rebound Sale. She's hammered, can't get a call. Brown goes up with it. Brown makes the basket.
From all the whistles they were blowing in the first quarter.
16 for Jaquacia Brown so far.
She got a piece of it.
There goes Keely Foster, tipped away by Tanisha Bell, foul called underneath. I couldn't see whether she got part of her arm.
She said she hit her on the arm. I've got to see this on replay.
So foul called.
There's a whole lot of ball that got hit. Yeah, why'd the ball go all the way out of bounds if she got the arm?
Here's the play here. We get the benefit of the replay. The official does not. Let's see. No, it looks like a clear block. I don't know what the call was.
Well, I'm going to tell you, these officials need some training in a block shot because they're 0 for 3 tonight, I'm telling you.
Keely Foster to the line. She misses it. These are big free throws for the Lady Bruins.
Well, I don't know, but that's not what she called. She called to hit her on the arm. And
Foster with a second of 2. Lady Bruins enjoying a 3-point lead.
yeah, let's see if we can. She hits that one.
Makes that one. 4-point lead for the Lady Bruins. Here come the Crabbers. Minute 53 to go. Crabbers
Here
got
it
to
is
work
again.
fast.
Let's see if she didn't come down on her after the shot. But that's all
Yeah,
ball.
that's what I would call incidental contact. You're going to see a lot of that tonight in the boys.
That's what I said. Look real nice.
Quasia Brown, beautiful play inside. Brown now with 18 as she brings the Crabbers back within 2. Jaquacia Brown, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 in the fourth quarter for Jaquacia Brown.
Well, Hampton's had the opportunity at the line.
Time called by the Crabbers, their second 32nd timeout tonight. Good crowd tonight in Bethel High School. Probably still room for a few more.
Well, they've come out for a good girls' game. This is as good a game as you could want to see. If you're a Crabber fan, maybe it's too good. If you're a Bethel fan, you just got to be tickled that Bethel's brought it together. Because like the coach said, the team's really coming together this year. They started out a little slow, but they're coming together. Of course, Hampton's missing one of their guards, but still.
Slow is one adjective I wouldn't describe the Bruins tonight.
No, not
they
tonight.
have all played very fast, and then they bring somebody like Courtney Augustine who comes in here, and she appears in the third quarter and attacks the basket with 4 points. Kayla Scott scoring 9 in the second half. So the Bruins have found some great offensive life from a number of players tonight. And Keely Foster just doing it all for them, point guard. There's going to be a foul on Jaquacia Brown. That's going to put Bethel in the bonus, I believe.
Hampton just didn't appear to be quick enough. They were trying to double and even triple the ball, but they didn't appear to be quick enough to get any good position to force her to have to change her direction.
Brown's second foul. Foster back to the line.
When you're trying to double and stop the ball, you've got to force that ball in the direction that the player doesn't want to go. You've got to make them change what they want to do.
20 points now for Foster. She can make it 21, and she does.
3-point game.
Crabbers hoping to keep this within one possession. They do have a couple 3-point shooters. No question that's a foul by Brown. That's not what Eric Scott's not upset about that one. It wasn't one of his players with 4 fouls. And he gives up the 2 free throws. Ball back to the Crabbers. Here they come. They trail by 4 with a minute 30. And now we're going to get the touch fouls.
Yeah.
Kayla Scott picks up her 3rd foul.
And
that sends the Crabbers to shooting 2, I think.
Yeah,
they're going to shoot 2 free throws. They're in the double bonus. So Khadijah Berger to the line.
This is going to get big down the stretch. All of a sudden, the officials decided that the whistle works.
And not a wise foul by Scott.
Time is what she wants to get rid of.
Berger makes the first. 52 points now for the Crabbers.
That foul came. They had a 2-possession lead, and like you said, that wasn't the best time to commit the foul.
13 for Berger. And she misses it, but rebound Brown, who throws it up and over the rim.
Over the rim. I just don't understand it.
Pretty much sums up the whole Crabber inside game tonight.
Look at that.
Oh, a beautiful play by Tony Scott. She comes down and throws in the basket. 57-52. Khadijah Berger back quickly. She makes the basket.
Yep. It's a 3-point game again.
Time called by the Crabbers. I think all he's got is full timeouts. We're going to see. Yep, full timeout.
Well, Hampton's just getting beat down court. They're just getting beat down court right now. I don't know if he doesn't have anybody else down on the bench with a little bit more energy, right? To apply pressure.
And unfortunately, with Jasmine Williams out, the Crabbers aren't very deep.
Watch this little running shot here. That was just a little running
very
shot.
Deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tony Scott's taking advantage of it. You'll notice that the guards for Bethel have really been the scorers tonight.
Yep.
Kayla Scott, Keely Foster, Tony Scott have really done the damage for the Lady Bruins. Good ball game to follow. The big cat, Anthony Barber, the junior for Hampton High, going to face one of his best rivals, Aaron Baycoat, the senior, headed to Old Dominion University.
And they've played each other twice this year. Of course, in that Ronald Curry tournament, Hampton was able to eke out a 3 or 4 point win there.
A 2-point win at the buzzer.
At the overtime.
Yeah. And the courtesy of Anthony Barber.
And then Bethel beat Hampton the first time, 51 or 52, 50 or something like that. 2
another
points.
2-point game. Crabbers with the full court press. Ball into Foster. Chased by Dara Pearson. Knocked out of bounds by the Crabbers. Ball belongs to Lady Bruins.
Hampton definitely putting on the pressure.
Minute 6 left. And they trail by 3. Inbound now.
Oh, now here come the touch fouls. I mean,
Foul called.
this is.
I think that's the 5th on Khadijah Berger. We're going to see on the board here.
Yep, that's showing 5.
Yep. Well, Berger fouled out. 14 is what my count is corrected there. 14 points for Berger if she fouls out.
She was big for him. She's the one that's been carrying him down the stretch.
She's been running the point position too, which is now going to have to go to Lisa Saunders with Kenesha Bell and Jaquacia Brown helping.
And this is where the coaches got to say, if we get a 2-possession lead here.
1-1 now for Kayla Scott. She misses the first rebound of Pearson.
Well, that was big.
Here comes Jaquacia Brown's going to run the point for a minute. Over to Bell. Crabbers don't have time. They've got to go. Bell's not your point guard, that's for sure. Jaquacia Brown can't make the layup. Tipped away, picked up by Pearson. She can't make the layup.
Getting beat to death in there.
Can't get a foul, can't make the layup. Foul called.
I'm telling you what, they're going up for the shots, hands flying everywhere, and there's not a whistle blowing anywhere.
Looks like Tony Scott going to go to the line. No, not Tony Scott. It's going to be Kayla Scott back to the line.
Look at this down underneath now. You see this?
Brown just misses it.
Yeah.
Rebound, tipped away by Sale. Picked it up.
Bodied
Bodied out by Hugh
Bodied
Gunn.
out, hit right in the face.
Kayla Scott picks up the first.
Now that's a 2-possession game now. This is big with 43 seconds.
Oh, that was a big free throw. She talked to Coach Johnson on the way down to calm her down. Obviously it worked. She misses the second. Rebound, Michaela Sale.
Somebody's got to come with the ball.
Yeah, it's going to have to be Lisa Saunders, Jaquacia Brown. It's Saunders thrown away by Brown. Foul call on Kenesha Bell. But she fouled the wrong person. Keely Foster on the line.
Well, Bethel was smart. They got the ball in the hands of the right people.
Now both teams in the bonus, the double bonus. So both teams shooting 2, I believe. We're going to see how many fingers go up.
Well, folks, I know Bethel's got to be proud. They've played a smart game, a good game plan. They've been able to control the pace pretty much through the whole night.
And they caught the Crabbers on a night where they couldn't hit their hat, and so it's a good combination for the Lady Bruins. They've played very well tonight. 30 seconds to go. Keely Foster, the game's top scorer, on the line.
We've got to pick some players of the games here.
Well, there's the player of the game for the Bruins right there, making the.
Of course, our player of the game shirts are brought to you by Tidewater Team Sports, where Dave Chubb and Terry McNamara have been supporting Hampton schools for 20-some years, and so those shirts will be supplied, one to each player, by Tidewater Team Sports. Please give them a call for all your needs.
Keely Scott makes both. Keely Foster makes both. 6-point lead for the Lady Bruins. Jaquacia Brown brings the ball down. Dara Pearson passes. Another turnover by the Crabbers. Foul call on Jaquacia Brown. The Crabbers are they're out of sync tonight, and the Lady Bruins are taking every advantage of it.
Yeah. They don't have really good ball control on the floor now.
Another foul.
And,
that one on Jaquacia Brown, her 4th.
Of course, the thing you really got to be impressed with is the fact that, Bethel girls have scored 60 points on this team. And that's putting up a lot of points against a Crabber girls team with his height and rebounding. And,
this is going to be a training game. I'm sure Eric Scott will have them in the gym tomorrow morning talking about this.
Nobody had told them what we were doing, and so they all started fighting for the ball.
Oscar misses her first.
It comes down to the officials. And somebody's got to let somebody know something, folks.
.24 for Foster. She misses both. Rebound Elisa Saunders. Crabbers need more than a prayer right here. They need 2 threes. Can't get a call. Dara Pearson puts the bucket in. Time called. 8 seconds to go. It's a 4-point ball game. So Pearson with a bucket. Gives her 4 for the night. And the Crabbers going to see it. They're going to foul immediately and hope that the Lady Bruins miss a free throw.
Wow, what an open game here on this end of town, huh?
Now the play tonight, the question tonight, who's going to be our player of the game for the Hampton Crabbers, and I'm going to say it's Jaquacia Brown. Both her and Khadijah Berger, the only two that really could find the basket with some consistency tonight. Brown is right. I've got Brown with, we're going to count up her points here. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 18 for Brown, 14 for Berger. So, and Brown, of course, has been a little more consistent. Now, neither one of them done much with the free throw line. We've got the Crabbers as a team tonight have been shot very poorly from the free throw line. They would be in this game probably with a little lead if they'd made
50%.
Yeah, just a few more. And it hadn't been their night.
Well,
here comes the whole game right here. The Bruins are going to try to get the ball in. And so here comes the ball in. Thrown into Bryson. Bryson gets the ball away. Now there's a time called in. Nice block by Lisa Saunders. Girl with 4 fouls blocks it. Kayla Scott picks it up and steps out of bounds. So our players of the game tonight, Keely Foster for the Lady Bruins, Jaquacia Brown for the Hampton Crabbers. As Dara Pearson can't even get the ball in for the Crabbers. They only have one defender, and she's a foot shorter than Jaquacia Brown, yet no set for the Crabbers. Here we go. They need 4 points. She's got to draw a foul, and she doesn't do it. Let's go do it from Bethel High School, where the Hampton Crabbers, number 2 in the Peninsula District, are upset by the home team, the Lady Bruins, 60-56.
What a game. Bethel has got to be very proud. Coach, you've done a great job, and your team maintained its tempo, and you called the timeouts at the right time, and it produced a victory. It was a coaching and team effort, and it was very nicely planned and done.
Great game by Keely Foster. Another good performance by Kayla Scott, who came on extremely strong for the Lady Bruins. There's your final score. The Bethel Lady Bruins 60 and the Hampton Lady Crabbers 56.
Well, it's been a good time here from Bethel High School. Then your local sports channel has brought you another great game. So be sure to tune in for the nights we've talked about, and let's turn it back over to you, buddy.
Thank our crew, all our crew here, all our great camera work, all our crew in the truck, and Scotty Bowers, our producer. So for Brent Musgrove, this is Frank Edgar saying good night from Bethel High School.